The sun has just risen, the first rays of sunlight cover the brilliant Masai Mara Reserve, Kenya, in gold. Along the vast green grassy slope, a mother lion slowly walks, her appearance majestic but hidden in loneliness. Next to her, a small lion cub is still nursing, occasionally stopping to rub its head against her mother's leg as if to coax her. The mother and cub have long been separated from the pride, for many reasons that no one can clearly understand. They wander across the vast grasslands, hunting every day and finding water to drink from the remaining puddles. Although the lion cub is small, it has reached the age to start learning how to hunt to survive. Its mother, despite being tired, still cherishes her child and tries every way to teach it the first lessons in life. One morning, hot winds carrying the harsh breath of summer blow across the fields. The mother lion felt the right time to give her cub a new challenge. She led her cub further, across a dry stream, towards another grassland area. From above, the mother lion could smell the densely packed buffaloes. Her golden eyes shone with determination as she looked at her cub expectantly. The mother lion and her cub chose to move very gently, crouching down so as not to alert the herd. In the harsh environment of nature, the beginning of a hunt was something that the cub needed to experience. Following the wind, they discovered a buffalo cub that was lost from the herd, slowly moving in the distance. The mother lion signaled for her cub to stop, carefully observing the prey. It growled softly, as if to remind the cub to be careful and decisive. Immediately after, the mother lion suddenly increased her speed, and the cub eagerly ran after her. The young buffalo suddenly realized the danger and immediately ran away in panic. The chase was intense, the whole field was filled with the sound of hurried footsteps. The young lion tried to chase, but its young legs made it fall behind its mother. The young buffalo, although young, was smart enough to circle around, trying to run towards its herd. The adult buffalo herd immediately realized the abnormality and began to line up, ready to protect the little member. The mother lion saw that the prey had fallen into the middle of the large herd, understanding that the chance of success was almost zero. It intended to signal to retreat, but everything happened too quickly. The male buffalo herd was fierce, puffing and blowing hot air, simultaneously pounding its hooves on the ground, creating a terrifying sound. They realized that the two predators were close by, so they immediately counterattacked. The mother lion tried to roar, both to warn her cubs and to make herself look more frightening. However, facing the overwhelming strength of the buffalo herd, their hunting instincts were now defeated. The lion cub was startled when it saw the huge horns kicking up dust, roaring towards it. Seeing that her cub was moving too slowly, the mother lion suddenly turned around. It bravely blocked the path so that the buffalo herd could not approach the lion cub. A heroic moment flashed, proving the boundless love of the mother. The mother lion's fierce roar resounded, but the buffalo herd was not afraid. The sharp horns began to continuously butt into the mother lion's body. The weight of the giant buffalo made the mother lion stagger and fall to the dry ground. The wounds piled up, blood gushed out, dyeing its golden fur red. The lion cub screamed in panic, its innocent eyes filled with tears when it saw its mother lying motionless. The herd of buffalo, after the fierce attack, stopped and seemed to have just vented their anger at the invasion of their territory. They stood around, no one moved forward, seemingly having taught the predator a lesson. The lion cub approached its mother, whimpering sadly, but there was nothing more they could do. At that moment, two conservation officers, Omari and Aisha, appeared in sight. They were driving on a routine patrol when they noticed the chaotic scene in the distant field. From a distance, they saw a large herd of buffalo standing in a circle, with a mother and her cub in the middle. Omari was worried that if she did not intervene, the lion cub might also be trampled by the buffalo herd. He stopped the car, quickly grabbed a long stick to chase away the buffalo. Aisha followed, her eyes filled with determination to protect wild animals. The two slowly approached, signaling the buffalo to retreat with decisive movements and sounds. Realizing the presence of humans, the buffalo herd gradually retreated towards the open grassland. They turned their heads a few times, seemingly still on guard. Finally, the buffalo herd decided to leave, leaving the lion cub and its mother lying in the middle of the grassland. Aisha rushed to the lioness' side, placing her hand on her dying fur, waiting for a miracle. She touched the deep wounds, feeling the lioness's last shivers. At that moment, the lioness breathed her last breath in silence, her eyes closing forever. Aisha looked at Omari, shaking her head to indicate that the animal had passed away. The lion cub was bewildered, looking sadly at its mother who was no longer moving. Omari saw the heartbreaking scene. He gently placed his hand on the lion cub's head to reassure her. They understood that leaving the lion cub here would be very dangerous, because it was too young and the buffalo herd was still lurking somewhere. Aisha decided to pick up the lion cub. It struggled but quickly became exhausted and lay obediently in her arms. They took the lion cub to the care center of the Masai Mara Reserve. On the way back, the lion cub kept making weak cries, as if it was endlessly missing its mother. When they arrived, Aisha placed the lion cub on a soft cushion, checking all over its body to make sure it was not injured. The little lion trembled, both scared and curious of the strangers. Omari brought a bottle of milk, trying to give it a drink to compensate for its thirst and hunger. At first, the lion cub refused, but then its survival instinct gradually made it accept. Aisha gently stroked its fur, silently encouraging it that it would no longer be alone. In the following days, the lion cub gradually got used to human contact and forgot the pain of losing its mother. Every morning, Aisha or Omari took turns feeding it milk, just like the role its mother had played. When the lion cub was stronger, they began to add fresh meat to its diet. Occasionally, it playfully scratched the meat, practicing its moves as if it were really hunting. The other staff in the reserve also enthusiastically helped. Everyone loved this unwilling little guest. The lion cub quickly became a favorite character of young tourists every time they visited. Children excitedly clapped and pointed when they saw it awkwardly trying to catch a softball given by the staff. Aisha quietly observed, smiling slightly as she recalled the image of the mother lion who sacrificed herself to protect her child. Omari decided to name the lion cub Mrembo, which means beautiful in Swahili. Since then, the name Mrembo has been heard throughout the center, and every time it is called, the lion cub wags its tail excitedly. The older Mrembo gets, the more muscular his body becomes, and his mane begins to grow, if it is a male, or his bones become stronger, if it is a female. Even though he is still young, Mrembo has shown quite good hunting instincts, sneaking up on small birds that stray into the cage. To practice survival skills, Omari designed simulated hunting games in a special training area. Aisha guides Mrembo on how to hide, approach fake prey, and wait for the right moment to launch an attack. Mrembo often shows extreme excitement, sometimes falling down and missing, making everyone laugh out loud. As time passes, the pain of losing his mother in Mrembo seems to fade, replaced by human love. However, Aisha and Omari always remind each other to raise Mrembo so that he still retains his wild instincts. Both know that one day, Mrembo will have to return to the harsh nature out there. They hope that Mrembo can become a strong, independent lion, respecting the laws of the savanna forest. The reserve's veterinarians also regularly check Mrembo's health, ensuring that he develops normally. Mrembo is increasingly agile, walking gracefully, his eyes shining with intelligence. Every afternoon, he walks around the training area, showing off exciting hunting moves. Aisha and Omari watched from afar, feeling proud and a little sad as they remembered the brave lioness. And the story of the mother and her cubs will forever be engraved in the Masai Mara Reserve, Kenya, as a reminder of the sacred motherly love and the harsh survival in the wild. Dear friend, thank you for taking the time to follow the story. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to support us.